I never imagined a single phone call could shatter the fragile peace I'd finally built. For 30 years, my mother lived in a haze of alcohol, her rage spilling over like a storm that never left. My siblings and I grew up learning the sound of broken glass, the sting of shouted insults, and the cold silence that followed every outburst. We learned to survive, to hide, to become the adults in a house that should have protected us. I paid for cars, helped my brothers find a roof, and kept the family afloat while my father turned a blind eye. Last year, the doctors finally gave us a diagnosis that made sense of the endless fatigue and pain: cirrhosis. My mother, for the first time in decades, stopped drinking. She didn't apologize, didn't even admit she was an alcoholic, but she did agree to a liver transplant. A donor was found, hope blossomed, and then the donor fell through. The surgeons called again, this time with a request that felt like a knife. I was a perfect match. I am healthy, maybe too healthy. I had just landed a low-stress job that finally let me breathe. My partner and I were planning a vacation, and we were talking about starting a family within the next 6 months. I had never undergone major surgery. I didn't qualify for union leave or FMLA, and the thought of a 9-hour operation loomed like a dark cloud over my future. When my mother sobbed on the phone, pleading that she wasn't ready to die, she reminded me that she carried me in her womb, that we were the same person. She dismissed my concerns, saying I was young and strong, that she needed my liver to live. I remembered a flippant comment I'd made months earlier: if you need a liver, you can have mine, made in a moment of helpless sadness. She had taken that line and turned it into a demand. My friends and my own family are torn. They tell me not to do it, yet they can't say they wouldn't either if they were in my shoes. My brother, who has always been my closest ally, feels the same crushing weight. The other siblings are out of reach, likely shielded by the same fear that keeps me awake at night. I am caught between two impossible outcomes. If I refuse, I will watch the woman who caused my childhood nightmares die a painful death, and the guilt will gnaw at me forever. If I agree, I will sacrifice my health, my career, my plans for a child, and the fragile stability I have fought so hard to build. Surgery itself is a massive risk, complications, a long recovery, the possibility that my own life could be altered forever. Every night I replay the moments of abuse, the nights I hid in the closet while my mother screamed, the times I stepped in to protect my younger brothers. I think about the countless times I gave without expecting anything in return, the way I kept the family together while my parents fell apart. And I wonder, does love for a parent, even a monstrous one, ever outweigh the right to protect myself? I am broken, exhausted, and terrified of the future. I don't know what the right answer is, but I know I have to choose whether to give a piece of myself to the person who took everything from me, or to keep that peace and try to finally live a life that isn't defined by her shadows. Decision sits heavy on my chest, and every breath feels like a reminder that I am still alive, still capable of choosing my own destiny.